Welcome to Year of the Water Tiger Gemini. Year of the Yang Water Tiger begins on February 1st of 2022, lasting through until January 21st of 2023. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. I'm a Rosicrucian seer, biblical astrologer, Christian psychic, and Gnostic mystic. And this is a Readings by Rosemary Angelic transmission. Yang Water Tiger Year is year of the Black Water Tiger. The Yang trait makes him actively masculine in his personality. In years where Tiger is white, his aggressive Tiger nature is balanced by a feminine Yin elemental attribute. Therefore, in Yang Water Tiger, two fiery qualities of Yang and also Tiger are soothed by the element of water. If you want to appease a ferocious tiger during the Yang Water Tiger year, use the colors of blue, turquoise, or green to lull Tiger's aggressiveness into tranquility. My friend told me a few tiger jokes when I told him that the year of the tiger was coming up in 2022. And I'll share a couple of those jokes with you. Okay, first one is, what dinner did the tiger devour when he was finished with his surfing lesson? He made a meal of a surfing instructor. Second one, how does a veterinarian give a syringe full of medicine to a sick tiger? He gives the tiger his shot with extreme caution. We have a pretty good idea of what tigers are like. We all do, right? We all know what tigers are like and what to expect during a tiger year. Tigers are tough, powerful, courageous, heroic, big-hearted, forceful, and defiant. And Tiger is also known to be eager, testy, and lumbering once in a while. Let's take a look at the fortunate gemstones, the auspicious colors, and lucky numbers for Gemini, as well as the advantageous and auspicious talisman for Yang Water Tiger. Now, first we're going to give you the astrology lucky charms for Gemini the twins during year of the Yang Water Tiger are as follows. For Gemini, the lucky charms are the gemstone is pearl. The colors for Gemini are orange, green, and yellow. And the numbers for Gemini are 6, 7, and 8. These are the lucky charms for Gemini. Now, the Yang Water Tiger lucky charms. This is specifically for Yang Water Tiger. The gemstones are cat's eye of blue and green and orange color, banded agate of blue, orange, black, or green tone. Also, we have tourmaline of black, orange, blue, turquoise, green, or gray shades. The colors indulge in blue, turquoise, and green to heal and calm. Utilize black and gray to accomplish, and revel in orange to energize and motivate. The numbers for Yang Water Tiger year are 0, 3, and 9. Yang Water Tiger color specifics. All right, now for Yang Water Tiger, the auspicious colors of blue, turquoise, and green afford healing to Tiger. Now, black, gray, and orange are lucky colors that give him ample measures of active energy and great power. Images of a blue or a turquoise tiger, blue or turquoise, like a stencil or a drawing, a blue or turquoise tiger, give him calming and cooling energies. And we do want to keep Tiger calm and cool, don't we? Okay. Now, green tiger stencils are healing for finances during Yang Water Tiger year. It's green tiger stencils. And also, blue and orange tiger symbols bestow the qualities of love and power akin to the Archangel Gabriel. Be mindful when invoking such potent, emotionally charged angelic frequencies. Renderings of a black tiger stencil grant career success, although really too much could cause Tiger to expend too much energy in striving for ever more obsessive accomplishment. And indeed, a workaholic that loses the accomplishment he has hastily won due to an overexertion is a probable outcome of Black Tiger magical talisman exploited with impunity. So not too much of that. Black and orange Tiger representations bestow speed and a refreshing energy when applied towards any goal, and use mindfully and at specific intervals to avoid exhaustion or illness during Yang Water Tiger transit. Shun away from silver, pink to reddish shades of purple, and use bluish shades of purple sparingly during Yang Water Tiger year. Gold and yellow can be used during the Yang Water Tiger year, although these colors will tend to numb the psyche. Yang Water Tiger number specifics. You may combine 0, 3, and 9 together to form combination numbers. For example, 390, 30, 39, and 309. Be aware that a number that includes a 0 is more vulnerable than a number that lacks zeros. Stay away from the numbers 7 and 8 during Yang Water Tiger year, and use the number 4 extremely scantily. Tigers are curious about the number 5, that it will bring them attention and also fortune. Just keep in mind that this number also brings risk exposure. Now, Tiger loves horse and dog. Tiger really likes pig. Tiger likes other tigers, also dragon, rabbit, rat, goat, and rooster. Tiger dislikes ox and really dislikes snake. Tiger has a great rivalry and a more of a competitive mano a mano kind of rivalry with monkey. Now, Gemini, mutable air personality. During a Yang Water Tiger year, the Gemini personality, that mutable air personality, will be excited and intrigued. It will be essential and enthralled, as the Tiger fixed component of wood requires the mercurial factor of the protean water of air ingredient of Gemini. In addition, the Tiger's fixed element of Yang will attract and coordinate with Gemini's intelligence and imagination, sure to start the flow of events set into motion by the twins' quick-witted style towards accomplishment of significant aspirations. The aspect of water brought about by this transit of Yang Water Tiger year is the only dynamic that will cool and calm Gemini a bit in the twins' pursuit of further celebrity. Develop this relaxing element of water with intent to put on ice and assuage circumstances that might be moving towards too rapidly towards the goal. If it's moving ahead too quickly, then you're going to want to try to cool that and relax that. If you're able to cool down the things when they start moving too fast, then success is yours, Gemini. Water can be heated by fire, and thus employed as mist to infiltrate and influence upcoming events towards whatever undertaking Gemini wishes to advance. The good news is that water helps Tiger to keep Tiger year's attitudes of bellicosity and commotion cooled and made convenient. So you can use those attributes in whatever undertaking you want to move forward or advance. Yeah? Okay, so since this is a Yang Water Tiger year transit, the water trait is not as freezing. It's not as freezing as it is in Yin Water years. And because Gemini is ruled by the messenger of the gods, Mercury, Tiger year could revive the sense of diversion and distraction in Gemini. Therefore, the twins should be mindful before taking action and be sure to keep focused upon Gemini's most vital objectives which might be put back onto the shelf if outrageous disturbances are stirred up by Yang Water Tiger year's uproar. Gemini's place in the Jade Emperor's zodiac race. Western astrology sign of Gemini corresponds with Chinese sign of Horse. In the story of the Jade Emperor's great race to place 12 animals on the Chinese zodiac wheel, remember Gemini corresponds with Horse, okay? So in the Jade Emperor's mindset to place the 12 animals on the zodiac wheel, Horse came in 7th place in this ancient competition. One would think that Horse would win the race due to possessing a superior anatomy, and as for being fast, being built for being fast and sleek and really equipped with elegant muscles, just really fit for running. Yeah, you would think that Horse would come in first place. So what happened? What happened to Horse? Now, what happened was this. The Jade Emperor saw that Horse was running through the waters of the river, making a big splash of sound and sight, with hooves pounding the riverbed, causing river water to splatter upwards. Now, Horse was startled by Snake and reared up in fright, giving out an alarming neighing noise as Snake slid right by to take the place ahead of Horse, leaving Horse in 7th place. So, when Horse realized how fear caused defeat, sadness came over this equestrian animal, who finished the race feeling humiliated. The Jade Emperor stroked Horse's noble coat to calm him and let Horse know that he was proud and impressed that Horse placed 7th in a race that many animals in his kingdom didn't even make it into the race. Not all animals even got into the race, let alone getting into 7th place. So as the Jade Emperor was petting the Horse and mane and his hair and telling him that he still did very well, the Jade Emperor told Horse one more thing. He told him that Snake finished ahead of Horse because Snake was crafty and surreptitious. The Jade Emperor's insight and compassion lifted Horse's spirits greatly, because the Jade Emperor told Horse that Horse was noble and not sneaky. And so Horse's qualities of nobility, make Horse an animal that royalty would want to be in a parade, with royalty on their backs, right? So Horse has his own vocation in life. And then Horse felt much better. Now, Gemini the twins, year of the Yang Water Tiger lesson. Gemini, just like Horse, is high-strung, regal, as we just said, and greatly needed by humanity, also, as we just said. Tiger years are uncertain in that they are volatile. Geminis need to make sure that any risks taken are actually caused by the twins' true desires, instead of taking dares from adrenaline addicts during these impulsive, perilous Yang Water Tiger year. Yeah? Okay, now Gemini the twins, year of the Yang Water Tiger blessing. What are the blessings? Expect more opportunities in which to let the twins' mercurial aptitude amaze friends and rivals equally. Gemini can make a great success of this transit by exploiting her or his own wit and charm to achieve pertinent ambitions. Tiger's shrewdness, fierceness, and slyness can be used by the twins to make extremely rewarding deals with like-minded people. So it's the time to make arrangements and make deals. Yang Water Tiger year with these thoughts in mind. Western astrology sign of Aquarius corresponds with the Chinese zodiac animal of tiger. Legend has it that the Jade Emperor held a race to place 12 animals on the zodiac wheel. Tiger came in third place in this race held by the Jade Emperor. Tiger was powerful enough to finish well, even though his thick hair became filled with water while he swam across the river, causing a slowing down of his pace. Tiger's determination and also his powerful, strong brute force pushed him forward and onward, while the Jade Emperor was gladdened by his first 3 Chinese zodiac astrology animal placements. His race was going well. Yang water tiger attributes. Yang metal tiger has like a general tiger qualities which are known to be insistent, potent, impertinent, dangerous, audacious, and charitable. Tiger can also display traits of being on edge, self-conscious, irritable, and intolerant. Now, water qualities will add some patience, cool-headedness, relaxation, and introspection to Tiger's ferocious, though alluringly personal and personality type attributes. So although we can have some of this ferociousness, also Tiger's going to have a lot of allure and have a very pleasant personality, a very tempting personality. Now again, this is a Yang water tiger year, not a Yin water tiger year. That makes a difference. Therefore, the Yang element doesn't allow for a complete chilling and assuaging of the tiger's authoritative celebrity, as is the case during Yin water tiger transits. Yang water tiger advice. Yang water tiger is a year to savor and enjoy all of the exceptionally lucky aspects that tiger brings. Good fortune happens when the spirit of abundance opens a door to a person who has diligently done the groundwork to succeed in their field. It's also important to point out that in feng shui, the Chinese art of placement, difficulties are actually seen as being beneficial prospects when observed from a correct perspective. Now, therefore, people that have come up with formulas for success and who have overcome their own troubles or who have cleared up the predicaments of others, and those who are well prepared will prosper greatly during Yang water tiger year. Yang water tiger influence. Yang water tiger being the third of the 12 zodiac animals in Chinese astrology brings action, uprising, magnetism, and ignition to any endeavor begun the year before. Fascination, vigor, and excitement will be afforded to any new work or relationship implemented. Year of the tiger repeats every 12 years in Chinese astrology, while year of the Yang water tiger repeats every 60 years, occurring in 2022, 2082, 2142, 2202, 2262, and 2322, and on. Yang black water tiger year of 2022 on the Gregorian calendar overlaps with a portion of the year 7242 or 7242 on the traditional Chinese calendar. This is one that is not the one that we've heard about, that is more around the years 4000 and some odd, but this is a more ancient one that has actually 7,000 years and more. Now, comparative cultural astrology and New Year's celebrations. We're just going to talk generally about when you compare different astrological systems and their New Year's celebrations. We're just going to give you this briefly so you can see that Chinese astrology is really not that different from some other forms of astrology. Now, traditional Chinese zodiac places Rat, which associates with Sagittarius in the Western astrology system at the beginning, being November 22nd to December 21st. That's their first sign. And Pig, which associates with Scorpio at the ending, October 23rd to November 22nd, of the astrological wheel. It's intriguing to notice that these Chinese zodiac signs, what they do on the Chinese calendar is they split it between, again, Rat, which is Sagittarius. So the beginning is Rat, Sagittarius, and the end being Pig, Scorpio, which is right where the mysterious zodiac sign of Ophiuchus, the serpent bearer, is found. Now, Ophiuchus is often called the 13th zodiac sign. It's equally fascinating to become aware that the Celtic pagans considered the festival of Samhain on the 31st of October as actually being their new year. That's Halloween. Now, also being a lunar calendar. So the pagan calendar is also a lunar calendar. Now, with that said, when corresponding with Western astrology, one would associate the head of the Western zodiac, which is Aries, with dragon, and Pisces, the tail of the Western astrology, with rabbit. It's also fascinating to comprehend that there are in many cultures more than one New Year's celebratory festivals, and some they have as many as 4 New Years. Now, the Yang Water Tiger year is formed from the attributes of being the 9th heavenly stem of Yang water gotten from 10 celestial elemental qualities of the 3rd earthly branch gotten from 12 terrestrial animal personalities. Key words for Yang Water Tiger year. The Chinese word Ren means clean, and it's the ninth heavenly stem, so it's clean, Ren. The Chinese word Yin means respect, which is the 3rd earthly branch. Now, this Yin characteristic is not to be confused with the fact that this is a Yang water year rather than a Yin water year, okay? So this is Yang Water Tiger, but the 3rd earthly branch is called Yin, and that means respect. So that's different than the other Yin and Yang that we're talking about. So don't get those two confused. And the Ren, which is the 9th heavenly stem, means clean. So clean and respect, okay? Now, it's important to note here that the 10 heavenly or celestial stems are derived from the 5 elements in Chinese astrology, which are fire, metal, wood, earth, water. The 10 qualities are comprised of the characteristics of yin and yang divisions within the assigned elemental attribute, with this current year of the water tiger being a Yang Water Tiger year. Therefore, there are 10 aspects, and these are gotten from the yin and yang characteristics of the 5 Chinese elements. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements of, again, fire, metal, wood, earth, and water. And there's yin and yang of each one of those. So again, this is a Yang water year, not a Yin water year. So again, the yin that we talked about earlier, that is from the 3rd earthly branch, which means respect, is yin, but that's not the same yin. That's different. And again, the Ren from clean is the 9th heavenly stem. And again, the 3rd earthly branch is the respect in yin. And that's different from the other characteristics we're talking about, which are yin and yang. Okay. Now, the primary guardian angels for Yang Water Tiger year. For the aspect of water, elemental archangel of water is Gabriel, being the archangel of all the water signs in Western astrology. Regarding the component of Yang, which is associated with fire, elemental archangel of fire is Michael, being the archangel of all the fire signs in the Western zodiac. The Western zodiac sign of Aquarius, which corresponds to the Chinese zodiac sign of Tiger, is an air sign. And even though Aquarius is the sign of the water bear, Aquarius corresponds to tiger, and tiger associates with the fixed constituent of wood in Chinese astrology. Since there is no corresponding Western astrology element to the Chinese component of wood, we shall take a look at some of tiger's other fixed aspects of yang and springtime. The season of early spring, very, very early spring, is similar to the warmer and moister elements associated with the guardian archangel, Raphael, that rules over the eastern direction of the compass, as well as all of the air signs in the Western zodiac. And also, since Aquarius is an air sign, elemental archangel Raphael is an excellent archangel to call upon throughout Yang Water Tiger year. Therefore, the elemental archangels that are beneficial to evoke for Yang Water Tiger year are archangels Michael for Yang component, Gabriel for water element, and Raphael for both air and springtime aspects. The zodiac angel Cambriel for Aquarius, the water bear, which is a fixed air sign, is another guardian angel to call upon during Yang Water Tiger transit. Secondary guardian archangels for Yang Water Tiger year. Planetary archangels which associate with Aquarius being Western astrology correspondents for year of the tiger are angelic rulers of Saturn and Uranus. Saturn's archangel is Cassiel, and Uranus's archangel is Ariel. It's Auriel, not Uriel, but Ariel, Auriel for Uranus, and again for Saturn it is Cassiel. Awareness of both Western and Eastern astrology associations is very helpful. Now, Earth and celestial angelic coordinates for Yang Water Tiger year are as follows. Earth coordinates of elemental guardian angels. The Earth coordinates on the Earth plane. The North elemental archangel of Earth is Uriel, and this is the Merkaba. This is the Merkaba symbol, a three-dimensional symbol that is representing the archangel of Earth, which is Uriel. And that's on the Earth coordinates. That would be for north. Okay. Now, the East elemental archangel of air is Raphael, and this is the Merkaba symbol. Mer meaning rotating fields of light. Ka meaning spirit, and Ba meaning soul. And this is for air, and this is Raphael, the archangel Raphael for air. And in this earth plane, on the physical plane, that's in the east. And the south elemental archangel of fire is Michael, and this is the archangel Michael's fire. This is the fire Merkaba field, again for Archangel Michael on the earth for the south elemental archangel, the Merkaba field. And the west elemental archangel for the earth coordinates for the physical plane is Gabriel for water. This is the archangel Gabriel's Merkaba field. This is Gabriel for water in the west in the earth plane. So if you're making sacred circles, that would be what you would call the archangels on the earth plane. Now, when we go to the celestial coordinates, let me just say this first. What we showed you here, these are actually these are hexagonal forms. These are made out of 6 sides each. So the archangels come in looking this way because they are of a higher plane. So they're always gonna look like this. But to call the archangels, even though that's what they look like in their Merkaba field, you wouldn't use a hexagram to call in on the earth plane. On the earth plane, in the physical realm, you would use a pentagram to call in. And that's for another video at another time, but that you would be using a 5-pointed star to call them in. Now, when you get to the celestial coordinates, you're going to be calling in a six-pointed star. You're going to be using a six-pointed star, and you're calling the same angels, but their positions in the heavens are going to be different according to the sign of the zodiac, the four signs of the zodiac, which are corresponding to each of the archangels, which, of course, the Archangel Michael is, who is of fire, is going to be the fixed sign of Leo, of fire. And Gabriel of water is going to be the fixed water, which is Scorpio. And the earth angel for Uriel is going to be the fixed sign of Taurus for earth. And of course, Raphael, the archangel of air, is going to be for the fixed air sign of Aquarius. But we're going to give you from north, east, south, west, and we're going to give you the celestial coordinates again. So, north elemental archangel of water, Gabriel. So in the celestial coordinates, you're going to use Gabriel water. The Merkaba field is going to be in the north. So it's going to be different than the earth, than on the physical plane. Use the celestial or the heavenly as opposed to the earthly. You see, this is just like the heavenly branches and earth. I mean, the heavenly stems and the earthly branches. It's the same thing. If you really see, it's the same thing. It's just a different language, but it's the same thing. All right, now, so you have north elemental archangel for water, Gabriel, in the north in the celestial coordinates, and that's the Merkaba field. And you're going to have the east elemental archangel of fire is Michael, and this is Michael going to be in the east in the celestial realms. And you're going to have south elemental archangel of earth is Uriel. So in the south, you're going to have Uriel for the celestial coordinates. And the west, you're going to have the archangel Raphael in the west for the archangel of air, Raphael. That's going to be in the air in the celestial coordinates. So you see the differences there. All right, now we are going to now give you fortunate compass directions. Year of the Yang Water Tiger finds excellent fortune, expansive opportunity, and richness in northwest and northeast directions. Yang Water Tiger finds love, friendship, and trade in the north, gaining commitment for lifelong contentment in the south. During Yang Water Tiger year, avoid east, southwest, and west, for they bring trouble, misfortune, ailments, and evil people. Regarding whether or not to go on expeditions during Yang Water Tiger year, staying put where you are can also be problematic, bringing dilemmas and infirmities. Therefore, it is best to go on journeys during Yang Water Tiger transit, even if it's just for a small excursion to visit family, friends, and neighbors, or just a jaunt to the store or the park or the beach. Now keep in mind that Yang Water Tiger year is diverse when compared to other elemental tiger years. For each element has a different effect upon tiger. Now we're going to go over the Yang qualities, because again this is Yang, water, tiger, so we're going to go over Yang and water and also tiger. For Yang, the qualities and the attributes are masculine, day, hot, fire, dry, summer, outer, active, excited, expanding, hard, and dorsal. Water, the qualities are fortunate, prosperous, self-reflective, and also traditional, shrewd, credible, fear, cold, salty, ears, with flexibility as accommodating as water. Also, the general tiger associations. I'm a fan of Bruce Lee's, and he always, one of his quotes was, "You must become water, my friend." So, again, flexibility, water. You take on the shape of that which you are occupying. Now, General tiger associations: yang, wood, spring, Aquarius, sunflowers, especially Cinerea, which is a type of sunflower, and also the first month on the Chinese lunar calendar. Now, there are 5 elements in Chinese astrology, being fire, metal, wood, earth, and water. Those are the 5 Chinese elements. Notice there's not air. And in the Western system, they do not have wood or metal. However, in the Western system, there is an ether or a spirit. So there is a 5th element of spirit or ether in the Western system. So again, in the Chinese system, there's metal and wood and earth and water and fire. We're going to give you the associations for which element controls what other element. Now, fire controls metal. Metal controls wood. Wood controls earth. Earth controls water. And water controls fire. This is the circle of life. As we come full circle, we attempt to balance the 5 elements. Fire brings joy, heat, bitter, the tongue. Earth brings worry, damp, sweet, in the mouth. Metal brings grief, dry, pungent, the nose. Water brings fear, cold, salty, ears. Wood brings anger, wind, sour, eyes. Now, to calculate the Chinese New Year, simply count the 2nd new moon that comes after the winter solstice. The information found in this document, in the attached document, just look in the description box, and you can click on the blog. And so in that document, and also that we're giving to you in this video, the information is based on the oral tradition known as Kabbalah, taught to me by Rosicrucian clergy when I was but a young girl, the facts of which I have committed to memory. Thank you for joining us. Join us again.